Welcome back to our channel. Today we're talking about special limits of liability on a homeowner's insurance policy. Now, if you have home insurance, you probably already know that your personal property is covered. But what you might not know is that some categories of personal property have their own sublimits, which means they're only covered up to a specific amount, no matter what your total personal property coverage is. Now, these limits exist because certain types of belongings tend to be more valuable or are more likely to be stolen. And understanding these limits is crucial to making sure you have the right protection in place. So what does this actually mean? Well, let's say you have $100,000 in personal property coverage, but your policy has a $2,000 limit for jewelry in the case of theft. If someone breaks in your home and steals $5,000 worth of jewelry, your insurance is only going to cover up to $2,000, leaving you on the hook for the rest. And this is why knowing about special limits is so important. Different types of items have different sublimits. For example, money and related items like coins or banknotes often have a very low limit, usually around $300. Securities, deeds, and similar documents may have a limit of around $2,000. Watercraft, including their trailers and equipment, can also have a limit, usually around $2,000 as well. If you have a trailer that's not used for watercraft, that may also have a $2,000 limit. Then there are limits that specifically apply to theft. Jewelry, furs, and similar items often have a sublimit of around $2,000 when stolen. Firearms and their accessories may be capped at $3,000 for theft. Silverware, including silver-plated items, often has a $3,000 limit for theft as well. Now, if you run a business from home, you need to be extra careful with your coverage. Property used primarily for business purposes while at home might have a limit of around $3,000. But if that business property is located away from your home, like at an office or a co-working space, that limit could drop to just $1,500. Even model or hobby aircraft and drones could have a limit of about $2,000. So what can you do if you own high value items and these limits just aren't enough? Fortunately, most homeowners insurance policies allow you to increase these sublimits for specific categories. You can also choose to schedule specific high-value items, which means listing them separately on your policy for their full value. This is especially important for things like expensive jewelry, rare collectibles, high-end electronics, or valuable business equipment. Scheduling an item may require an appraisal, but it ensures that you'll be covered for its actual worth. One of the best things you can do is review your policy and see what sublimits apply to your belongings. If you own expensive jewelry, firearms, or other high-value items, check to see if your policy's limits are enough to replace them in case of loss or theft. If not, talk to your insurance provider about increasing your coverage or scheduling those items individually. Understanding special limits of liability can help you avoid surprises when filing a claim and make sure you're properly covered. Take the time to check your policy, assess your valuables, and make adjustments as needed so you don't find yourself underinsured. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content that helps make insurance easier to understand. Have questions? Drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.